welcome back to Let's Play Oblivion Quest Mods Part 14. Weird dancing. Oh dear, I know it sounds funny when I call someone horny, considering what horns I've got, but really. Why on Mondays do you make this dance around that Daedric seducer? Are you so prone to her charms? I mean, you're a woman yourself. I'd expected behavior like yours from a hormone-driven teenager. Or why, you're playing with a fire likely to burn you. I don't like to get sentimental, but I don't want to imagine you as a crispy snack. And that's where you're heading. So yeah, that's for, because of all the nice things I've been saying to Tesser. I already waited for you. Glad that you've come by. You know, Tesser asked me to do something. Unfortunately, I don't feel like I'm the right person. Not the right being, to be exact. It would require traveling through Cyrodiil, talking with people, and well, you can imagine how that would end for me. Better said, for the people not as tolerant as the occasional visitor here. It's about a golden saint. A rogue one. Whether neither helping us nor serving Lord Sheogorath, which is to say, someone who is a danger to both mortals and our guild. Considering that I'm unable to do so, I fear it would be your task to deal with the rogue golden saint. No objections. No objections. The situation is kind of critical. Ever saw what a single Oriole gone wild can cause? Really, I would do it myself if I could. So, go to Tesser and make sure that we're all able to sleep soundly again. Forget it, not interested. Didn't you listen? It's important that this situation gets cleared as soon as possible. Send someone else. And whom? Myself, to get into trouble? One of the more pacifist Daedra in our guild? Except Tesser, myself, and you, there isn't anyone strong and clever enough, as much as I hate to admit it. So go. Tell the Imperial Legion. Oh, good idea. So whatever lies the rogue Oriole may spread will surely reach the mortals in this realm. Great idea. It's not my problem. No, but it's our problem. And like it or not, but you're part of us. And it's the problem of every mortal unfortunate enough to cross the path of the rogue golden saint. No means no, I won't. Persuade it. I'll do it. Tesser was right. A bit of training in speechcraft and the whole world becomes available and open to you. Go see her. She'll tell you everything you need to know. Yeah, if you do that last one, you just forfeit the quest. You just say, I think it never gets brought up again. I've heard Xivilias talking with you about the rogue Oriole, Entaiss, she who serves neither Lord Sheogorath nor our cause. That's unfortunate. I had wished to solve this issue without others getting involved. It seems Kara didn't share my concerns. And now you're also involved. I don't mean to force this upon you, but the quicker the situation is dealt with, the better. Why did you ask Kara? She knows how to deal with deviant Daedra, and I trust her to be strong enough to prevail against the rogue saint. I hate to admit it, but most other Daedra that joined us aren't. Zerishu and Kane, diplomats and merchants. Narale, unable to fight. Giver and Fandre, males. Quurunae, don't ask. We are, all in all, a peaceful guild. This shows in our members, and in this case I fear some combat prowess is necessary. What to do about the rogue Oriole? I do not know what choices we may have. I do not wish to see any mortal or Daedra suffer, but that goes both ways. We are able to cause a lot of, shall we say, dissonances? Just remember what Stada did 6 years ago in Vardenfell. Gives you the creeps. If a peaceful solution is possible, I do not know. Maybe you're able to persuade her, getting her to work for us. After all, she does know a lot about healing magic and could use it for good. However, you may not be able to persuade her. Also, she may be more treacherous than your usual golden saint. She's far more adept in hiding her nature than I am, or any Oriole in the Stranded Light. So, even if you can convince her, if you're not sure if she's honest, banish her. This will also be necessary if you can't convince her. Know that she's not serving Lord Sheogorath, but another Daedra prince. Her agenda is different than the ones from Keneriel or Biffa. To be allowed on this plane, she must renounce her allegiance. How dangerous is she? For you, not very much, I hope. Weaker than obstacles you've already overcome. However, she is no helpless merchant or traveler or healer, so don't be fooled by her trickery. The mortals around her are the ones in danger, not you. Where can I find her? That I cannot say. However, she crossed paths with the desert walkers. I am sure Doliandra will be able to help you. Good hunting. Let me see. All females.
Farewell.
Knowledge is the key, not a key, but the key. Some that know, like the false god Vivek, pour dust into mortal eyes by saying love would be the key. It is not. By now you have learned a lot, as did each and every one of us. For mortals there is no hope except through knowledge. For Daedra there is no power except through knowledge. We are, and I am. That is the very fundamental understanding, dividing our subgradients. If the knowledge fails, the tower falls. Fate of all things, mortals accelerate. Yes. So yeah, that opens up the Daedric lore topic. It's basically like the rumors topic. Gives random lore every once in a while. Rumors. While I like to blame the Stranded Light's acceptance problems on prejudice, it's true that a lot of Daedra don't help with their behavior. Daedric lore. Problem of complicated plans, they tend to go all haywire at one point or another. Take Lord Dagon's adventures at the Battlespire incident. He had the mortal hero collecting all kinds of useful artifacts that eluded his grasp for a long time, and they were just delivered to his feet. Yet the hero brought with him two things Lord Dagon did not expect: knowledge of his proto and mnemonic, and the Moonreaver, the one sword Lord Dagon didn't expect, and so he fell before a mortal champion. So, Battlespire stuff. Information about Entaiss. Despite her changed allegiances, she's your typical Oriole. Be careful with spells. You may want to use poisons charged with electricity. Nah, she doesn't have a topic.
Take care. I hope I can.
Information by Entaiss. It is not my place to comment on Oriole's business. That's something I keep my nose out of, because out of experience I can tell you it doesn't end well if I don't.
Be seeing you. A pleasure.
Daedric lore. We've got a reputation problem. Most stories written about us are told from heroes and adventurers. Not all of us are waiting heavily armed in some dark pit. I like golden glitter. Informations about Entaiss. It is unfortunate that you may have to resort to violence. I wish we all could get along, but you will always have some deviants to deal with.
Farewell.
I doubt you know anything. Nope.
Goodbye.
Shekru, I don't dare go near her. She's, what's the word? I don't like the way she talks, or is giving looks, to just about everyone. Especially me. She doesn't seem to be that interested in other Daedra. Both mortal men and women seem to be fair game for her, though. Let's see. She looks fishy. Thanks for that. Wraith. Jobella was already interrogated.
Goodbye.
I keep forgetting if I did these lines already.
Well met.
Information about Entaiss. See, once someone is free and not under their ever-watchful eyes, they're gonna get you banished. What did this Oriole done wrong? Acting as a healer and healing mortals? Now that is a crime which is only punishable by death. That's hard to get sarcasm right with text. So Doliandra should know something. Information about it. Not as much as you hope, I fear. She used to live in elsewhere, under the guise of an Altmer healer. She has not abandoned this role. Do not look for a classical golden saint like Tesser. She will look different. Some time ago she crossed the border to Cyrodiil, and was seen in Skingrad by one of our agents there. However, she did not stay there, and headed north. This was the last time we saw her. Back then our agent didn't know what she was, so didn't bother tracking her further. She disappeared into the small communities in Cyrodiil's heartland. Look in the villages, ask around there. That is all I can say. I am sorry.
Take care.
So, let's try Skingrad. Quurunae. There you are. You've been around quite a bit, seen this mundane world, a couple of cities. That's nice, isn't it? What do you want? Your help, as much as I hate to admit it. Mortals are still afraid of me. Not much business around here, and really not much fun to have around here. This has to change. Otherwise, I may become bored, and no one likes me when I'm bored. My ideas neither. Last time I had a sculpture out of scamp intestines, but there's no scamps around. What do you have in mind? I'd like to have a nice little chat with one of the single men in town. This should show potential visitors that I'm far more friendly than I look. Don't you think? No way, that's just wrong. I could talk for you with them. Great. I've already looked out for possible candidates. Dennis Artelian, Dion, and Thaddeus Callidius. Choose whoever you see fit.
What can I... Have a good day now.
Matchmaker. Dion. He's captain of the City Watch. Wanders around town each day. Should be easy to find. Dennis Artelian. He's captain of the Castle Watch and wanders around here. Thaddeus Callidius. He's a member of the Skingrad Fighters Guild. Should be in their guild hall mostly. Date with Quurunae. No, sorry. Run along and fetch me a man. I'm not interested in ladies. Switch on your mind, maggot. It's about getting socially more accepted, not fun. Well, mainly. I'm looking for a humph. I know. No need to speak any further. Believe me or not, I know some bits of mysticism, a bit of scrying magic. I received word that I should help you, and so I did. But what I found out you will not like. She lived in a house deep in the wilderness to the north, around the small villages there. However, it's deserted. As much as I searched, I couldn't gather any clues where she may have gone to. You're in for a wild goose chase. Good luck. Stranded like her. Have one. Piece of wisdom in this mundane boringness. Ha, I guess you already know about it, yet if you insist, here, have it. Your great victory about a fallen Xivilias. Stranded like her. You've had enough, if there even is something like having enough. Xivilias. It's difficult. People look funny at me. I think they only tolerate me because they think I'm bound by the Mages Guild or some other nonsense. Sometimes I wish to punch out a few teeth. I've fallen far, being in service of mortals. Nevertheless, it's my choice, by the 19 voids. And better than the alternative, getting slaughtered time and time again for some foolishness. No thank you. Have a nice day now. Stranded like Chorrol found me. She made me an offer I couldn't refuse. A world of pain while still being commanded around, or a chance for some peace. I had enough, seriously. In the last century, I spent at least 70 years in the waters of Oblivion. While I may not be allowed to have much fun, no little glimpse of fun is worth spending eternities in the void. So I took her offer, and now I'm here. Won't blame them. Other Xivilias would try to kill or eat them, if they're lucky in that order, a few years ago. Well, time has changed. Oh. Of course people are afraid of me, no surprise. Won't blame them. Other Xivilias would try to eat them if they're lucky in that order. A few years ago, well, times have changed, yeah. Skingrad. I remember the good old times when roaming through the city. You know, pillaging villages, burning down houses, slaughtering armies, taking whatever crosses your path, and all that. The time has changed, though. I fear I'm not even allowed to knock some people on the head and drag them into a dark corner for a bit of fun. Mortals are boring. Fortress Island. Funny that you mention it. Chorrol told me about the place. Been there for some time, I think. It's in the Shivering Isles, some sort of lost Oriole fortress north of the Fringe, or however they call it. I don't care. If there's one realm I won't visit, it is, well, Moonshadow, the Pleasure Pockets, the Web, Ash Pit. Oh, Acrophilia is not a place you'll ever see me going. Thinking about it, the Shivering Isles are not even in the top 5 realms I don't want to visit, but they are sure in the top 10, or top 15. Well, I don't care. So yeah, another hint about where to find the disciples of the moment. Wild Xivilias, another great picture of Chorrol, showing the world our beauty, hidden in a very natural way, like most of us are when you meet us. Maybe some will try to talk first. Makes it easier to land the first blow. Painting Xivilias alive. Ha! I don't know how they succeeded in getting Chorrol to pose for this painting, but maybe it'll help mortals see that we can do more than spreading destruction. We can look adorable and spreading destruction at the same time.
The Fighters Guild is recruiting again. Not a bad way to make some money, if you've got the stone.
Good work.
Date with Quurunae. I like to hunt goblins, not skirts, especially not Daedric ones. Yet this thing now lives in our fair city. Maybe I should go and take a look what's up with these rumors, if you insist. I need to rethink. Good idea.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm Maud.
I'm looking for, yes. An Altmer healer. Yes, one stayed here at night. A couple of months ago. Was heading towards Brindle Home. Asked for the way even. Try your luck there. Or go see Tumendil at our chapel. Your choice. So, Brindle Home.
A pleasure to speak with you.
Tumendil. I am looking for a yes. An Altmer healer. Looking for me. I'm here. What do you need?
Well met.
I am looking for someone named Entaiss. Oh, I've heard she was from Somerset. And well, I had hoped to meet her, but she didn't visit our chapel, and instead went towards the Gottlesfront Priory.
I suppose I have a moment. What is
Your choice. And here's Dion.
Yeah.
Something to report?
I'm looking for a Golden Saint. We had a lot of trouble in recent years, but Golden Saints, fortunately, were not part of them.
Well met.
So yeah, you kind of gotta guess, like, what would they know about? Like, would they see her as a Golden Saint, or as a healer, or by her name? Date with Quurunae. I am far from being happy about her presence in my city. She's another possible threat, and another burning fuse, as if we don't have enough. Curiosity can kill the guard trying to keep the town together, you know? A lack of curiosity can also kill. Go and see her. Will do, if only as guard duty.
Excuse.
Date with Quurunae. Yes, I want to do. What else is there? Ease up, tread lightly. she's alright. If you hadn't dispatched a fair number of Daedra, I wouldn't believe a word of you. I'll make up my own mind.
Afternoon, Matt.
Enough. I'm going to see her, alright? Good. I've got the important things to do. Date with Quurunae. You set up a date? Alright, let's wait and see how it'll play out. Meet me tomorrow again. Or the day after that. Don't know how long it'll take. Did I get disease? Oh no, that's normal.
How are you?
Okay, you?
So, we did the guild guide quest. And Brindle Home. So yeah, after you become a diplomat of the Stranded Light, it adds quest for all the different guild guides around the cities. So that's
Hello.
one quest for each city. Most of them are pretty simple.
I was in the woods not long. Good day.
I am looking for. Not much to be found around here. What are you looking for? An Altmer healer. You should head back.
Greetings. A pleasure to speak with.
I am looking for someone named it.
What do you want?
I am looking for a golden saint. We weren't attacked by Daedra, if that's what you mean. However, those two Altmer around here certainly like to act snobby and all holy. Take your pick. I'd rather deal with Daedra on their bad days. God. Damn it. Alright, let's try that again.
What?
Looking for an Altmer healer. The two Altmer in Brindle Home are farmers, not healers. There was another Altmer, some kind of mage, north of here. Last I seen of her was traveling to the west. No wonder she wanted to get away from here.
I hope I can.
I am looking for a golden saint. Want to hear my honest opinion? That Altmer living north of here isn't one. I've seen its eyes change for a second as a twig falling from a tree hit her. I swear it looked like a snake's eye.
A pleasure to speak.
I am looking for. Should be found here. What are you looking for? Someone named Entaiss. Ah, I remember her. She moved into a house north of here, halfway to Hector. Keeps to herself mostly. Barely leaves her house. She doesn't seem to be very social. So yeah, just gotta select the right choice.
How do you do? How goes it?
Yeah, try Hector. No one in Hector was helpful, but I did find this. I found Entaiss' house, but no one is at home. Except for Bjorn the bear. Golden Saint and Cyrodiil. Maybe she thought it was her. But no, it's Tesser. And she is a follower of Azura. Oh, there's a book. Entaiss' message. Can't read that. This house was abandoned. I really found a book written in Daedric letters. Maybe it can help me tracking her down. Another bear. So I actually did visit this house. It was too loud. I actually did visit this house before the quest, and I'll cut that in now. I forget if it was with Pell or with Eothas, but yeah. So here is Entaiss. Oh, another bear. I must have it. Bjorn. Good day to you.
What can this humble healer do for you? Brindle Home. Unfortunately, I had to take whatever house I could get. Officially, it once belonged to Brindle Home, but it seems to be closer to Hector, a terrible place, worshipping old terrors. Do not let yourself be drawn into their webs. Entaiss. I am of no consequence, exiled from Somerset, worked as a healer in elsewhere, and then run into trouble with groups who like to keep people hurt and broken down. Now I am making my living here instead. My lady Azura gives me comfort in this cold and dark country. Rumors. I avoid being drawn into everyday affairs. I need healing. Alright. Know, however, that I can only heal your body, not the scars on your soul. Thank you. I'm sorry, but I need to focus my attentions elsewhere.
So, now we're back. Let's go check in with Brendan. Entaiss disappeared, left a message. So she isn't where Doliandrus suspected her to be. That's unfortunate. What does the message say? I don't know. It's written in Daedric. How unfortunate. Let me have it so I can translate it. See if it gives any clues as to where she may have disappeared to. I don't want to hand over the book. You should. You really should. She's a dangerous individual, able to cause us a lot of grief and misery by words alone, and I needed to translate her writings to begin with. I don't have the book with me. Then bring it to me as soon as possible. Who knows what damage she could cause with the wrong words to the wrong people.
Goodbye.
Hello.
Hello.
Oof. Translate Daedric letter writings. Just a wild guess. The text you're talking about was written by Entaiss. Go to Tesser. With the book, it's kind of a warning. Because if you give it to the wrong people, it might get spread around, and then that affects the fame of the guild and makes it harder for you to get more quests later on for the later stages. So make sure you give it to Tesser. Here is her message. Many thanks. This is even worse than I'd imagined. Lies and misconceptions, enough to rally a crusade against the stranded light. If it would have fallen into the wrong hands. Gladly you took the right course of action and brought it to me. I will make sure it won't cause any harm. And now we only need to take care of this rogue golden saint. Any clues leading to her? Oh yes, hidden, but not very cleverly, adding insult to injury. Look for a bandit hideout named Broken Promises. I've heard that the name once mentioned during a desert walker meeting. It's a cave west to southwest of Chorrol. There is more. What more? She went there to meet with another Daedra, working against us. Be careful. You may need to deal with more than one foe. So take this scroll to call in reinforcements if the need arises.
Hello.
Hello. A pleasure to... You too.
What was the scroll? Oh, pff. She gave us 3 summoned golden saints. I'll do a Wabba summon. Hey, Keneriel.
It's my pleasure.
What would happen if I gave it to her? When I join the Stranded Light, I will not serve other masters than Lord Sheogorath. Chorrol. It's a challenge, a nice one, I have to add. No one here is blessed by Lord Sheogorath already. There is crazier too, but they're under the influence of other princes. If only the rest wouldn't be so close-minded. What they don't know is that this is another way down the Golden Road. We'll see how many will follow it. Keneriel. That would be me. Usually I would say at your service, but we both know whom I serve, though. The one and only Lord Sheogorath. Maskin. Oriel are, let's be honest, not the best when dealing with mortals. Too proud, too arrogant. There's something you'll drive every mortal away with. So we Maskin have to keep the show that are the Shivering Isles running. A bit sad, isn't it? Fighting alone against the cold, bleak, logical fallacies, while the Oriel ram their heads against order priests.
Farewell.
Tarded.
I am looking for a golden saint. Oh, you do? There's one in the city. I'm sure the guild guide servant working for the Mages Guild is one. Try your luck there. Hello there. Congratulations on your new rank. You don't happen to be planning a trip to New Sheoth? Why do you ask? It's a bit embarrassing for me to say so, but I've forgotten something. I'd like to have it back, but I can't go there, so would you bring it to me if you pass by? What should I look for? Only my diary. You can keep the rest, like my armor and weapons. They are of no use to me anymore. Just my diary, please. Alright, where did you leave it? After I left Brellock, I lived in a cellar under New Sheoth for a while. I can't remember where the door was. Somewhere along the walls, a bit away from any houses. You will need this key, though. You can take whatever you want from there. I don't need it anymore. Well, my diary. That I'd like to have back. And, the diary is protected. I had to make sure no one passing through would be able to read it. Protected how? It will unleash a strong magical surge when touched, strong enough to destroy anybody. Of course, I made it so that it wouldn't go off when I touch it. You need to have something making you more easily tired than usual, and something of our Oriel's greatest blessing. Oriel. We are, without boasting, a power to behold. Look at other Daedra. Ogrims, too slow to be dangerous. Dromora, slaughtering their own minions, betraying their kin, if it suits their purposes. Xivilias, unable to restrain themselves. Scamps, pure jokes. Clan first, nothing more than bloodhounds. Spider Daedra, even more dangerous to their allies. Atronach's elements gone postal. Winged twilights, bandaged together with Azura by Vivek's Muad'Dib. Daedra seducers unable to band together, each one wandering aimlessly alone through the void. Hunger, minor inconveniences, no wonder Haemon Cameron failed, as it is the fate of his son. Tesser was there once before, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to talk about that. I'm looking for... I know, no need to elaborate. Tesser asked me to help keep my eyes open and my ears up. Listen, I've got a few walks around here at night, never going far from Chorrol. Nevertheless, I was able to take a look at Windir. I'm pretty sure I've seen her there, but you will not find her inside. She didn't enter it, but merely walked by, disappearing into the woods nearby. Neither does she have her camp around the ruin, nor did she enter it. Do not waste your time inside. Oriel's blessing. You know that. You should at least. Using spells against us is a bad idea. Nerale's tiredness. I was wounded most of the time there, and well, a bit emotionally unstable. Either way, I tired pretty quickly, and used this as a protective measure for the diary. No guard of the Isles would ever be like this. Very sneaky, I know. I have to admit, it wasn't my idea. Stranded Light Courier. Good work Stranded Light does.
I hope I can...
Stranded Light Courier. Yep.
Be seeing you.
I forget what Quurunae's reward is, but Nerelei's reward is the house and her armor, I guess, the Bliss house. See, location is not yet available. It's not really a house, it's just a cellar, but it works as a player home. Where am I going? And Nerelei told us she walked past Windier, and that does go to broken promises.
Huh? How are you?
Oh, right.
Fantastic. Thanks for asking. Great. Heard any news from the other provinces?
You poor fool. Don't do it.
It is not surprising.
Gotta watch out for traps. And mud crabs. Now that I remember, I think, Teshekru could translate the book. I don't know if it came with the fame penalty. Oh, there she is, dead. Killed by order. I don't know if it came with the fame penalty, but I think she would give you a copy of the script of what the journal says. Entaiss. Shrapnel. Wait, don't tell me it's Yulaza again. I found a piece of small Daedric blade in Entaiss' body. So I guess no one ambushes us. I went ahead and exited the normal way just in case someone was supposed to attack us on the way out.
Is that the best you can do?
You're pathetic.
Have you heard any word about the other
Told him
provinces?
not to.
I hear the
Good day.
Nerelei's tiredness. Nerelei's stamina diminished faster than usual. I guess that's what she meant.
You too. Good day.
Oriel's blessing. You mean besides our beauty and strength, hostile spells cast at us have a habit of bouncing back, don't you know?
Farewell.
Entaiss is banished, but not by me. So she was already gone. Well, good. I guess that way she won't trouble us for the entire being. Did you find any clues who was responsible for undoing her in this world? For her end? An order crystal and a blade piece. Oh, that is unexpected. It was Yulaza. Yes, the Yulaza you've already banished. As Kara said, she would appear again. The order crystal, part of her chain blade. Oh well. I don't know why she was after poor, misguided Entaiss, but being betrayed by the order in a cave named Broken Promises, that's something even she didn't deserve. Speaking about it, there's still something I wish to say about her message. What about it? You've brought the message to me and didn't hand it out to anyone else. This was the right course of action. It contained many dangerous lies, and you've prevented us great harm from all of us. This message had the potential to seriously damage our reputation and hinder our efforts. You have prevented this by making the right choice. Therefore, Entaiss couldn't strike at us from her grave, to use a mortal figure of speech. Anything else? You have done us a great service. You found out who exactly was responsible for Entaiss' demise, and you prevented serious damage to our guild by making the right choice. For your outstanding performance, I award you with a true Daedric artifact, Azura's Star. Well, one of Azura's stars. Contrary to popular belief, more than one exists, and one of them fell into my hands a long time ago. It's a dangerous, evil artifact, but be very careful with it, and don't ever try to use it against humanoid Daedra. It won't work. Of that I made sure. And now I think I've said enough. It's a shame it had to end like this for Entaiss, but she deserved what came to her. So yeah, I think if you give it to Tesh, Tesserel isn't very happy. You've got it with you, the vilest of all vile creations, the void itself in sheep's clothing, the treacherous tool, the one prison to gather and imprison souls like cattle, Azura's Star. Why? Why? Don't make a big deal out of it. What's your problem? Didn't mean to disturb you. Would you keep it safe for me? Maybe I should take Azura's Star from you, hiding it far away at the bottom of the ocean perhaps, from where it may not return for years to come. Yet it likely will only speed this evil artifact to return to the realms, and it may fall into less fitting hands. Just please, don't use it, even if it tempts you.
Well met.
Yeah, she doesn't like Azura's Star. Maybe because she was in a soul gem.
Hi there. Well met.
So, yeah, let's finish off the guild guide stuff for now. So she said it's against a wall, and I did notice a trapdoor earlier. So yeah, it's just against this wall in Bliss. So, giant statue, sitting area, parchment. Some weapons to use, and a bow. And here's the armor. So here's the book, and before you pick it up, you have to have reflect damage and damage fatigue. I already have the damage fatigue from Knights of the Nine. This one, the fancy regalia, has reflect spells. So I found Nerale's diary. So So if you want to hear my epic reading of Nerale's diary, hit the giant eye or check the description. Well, it's not giant, it's the little like info eye thing on the video, but it'll be in the description too. Let's check Zendria real quick. Nope, nothing new. Alright, now let's give her her book.
It's my pleasure.
Nerale's diary. You've got it? Thank you so much. It will help me remember these dark days of my existence. Either way, I don't have anything with me here, but well, if you want, you can have my cellar. It's yours, a place to live on the Isles. Maybe not the best location, and by far not the most comfortable place, yet you're safe there. That's gotta be good for something. Quest completed. Oh, and you gained fame. What's mine at now? Only 49? Let's fast travel to Skingrad. Yeah. Okay, so I waited another day. Date with Quurunae. How did it go? Very great. Much better than I had anticipated. We've talked a lot, had some wine, took a walk through the city. I'm sure others have noticed us, and we're gonna meet again, without public attention then. Don't tell anybody, alright? Anyway, I've saved just the right blade for you. Take it. May it serve you well, as it once served me. Had quite a lot of fun with it, back in my wild days.
Haven't seen him at the castle lately.
Bipolar
No.
blade. So, got fire, got frost, got dispel, soul trap, and weakness to magic.
Have you heard? The chapel of Mara in Braville's been attacked, just like Anvil.
What's that?
The altar's desecrated.
What the hell? So yeah, you have to do, you have to choose Dion, and you have to tell him to relax and chill out. The other ones don't really work. I guess it's a reference to a quest in one of the older games. Maybe Morrowind. Or I don't know. Or actually, it might have been Daggerfall. Can't remember. But yeah. So, did what? 3 quests? 2 quests? Well, that's enough for now. See you next time.